fucking take it off.
And that is the very first thing that'll be said on the stream. Congratulations.
Nailed it. Yes, you're welcome for this casual and delightful and humorous introduction.
Yeah. So one of the things that I did to hopefully make it to where my computer runs a little bit more smoothly this week is I stopped trying to encode the video in high definition. That was a failed experiment last week. It did not go well.
Is it because your computer's soft?
Yes.
Cool.
And then I also am now no longer splitting the audio stream for each person out independently.
Oh, geez.
So you're all on one.
Hey, Tony, is your computer like a desktop?
Yeah, it is slow as molasses. I am currently...
Is it big enough you can stick things in it and upgrade it?
No, but this case here is.
Okay,
I just bought.
Because I've got like the old 550 that this computer came with before I upgraded it. Like, I can send it to you if you want it.
550.
It's an ATI Radeon 550 something.
Okay. This is running.
Card.
Yeah.
This is running a Radeon something or another. I can't remember. I have it written down somewhere.
If it's an upgrade, let me know because it's literally just sitting in a box.
Okay.
It should be running that one's capable of running VR stuff, so it's decent.
Yeah. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Yeah. I might take you up on that offer while I work on getting the stuff for the new computer that I'm currently in the process of building.
Yeah, I would have offered it earlier, but I completely forgot about it.
No, that's fine. Anybody else want to donate old used hardware? Feel free.
My used hardware wound up in Jen's computer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could send you used hardware.
Or you know.
I've got a lot of miscellaneous washers.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Hey, you can never have too many washers. Or screws. Machine screws are a godsend.
I'm putting
So
together.
how do you feel about deck screws? Galvanized deck screws.
Galvanized.
Slightly used.
What? Slightly used galvanized deck screws. I have nothing that requires deck screws.
Dude, deck screws are the best screws. What are you talking about?
They are.
You never know when you're going to need deck screws.
You screw them in everything. Mostly decks.
Yeah.
They're pretty
so
solid.
thick.
Yeah, they're thick, they're long. I don't have a place for them.
They're thick, so you did.
You think that, but you know what? When I was taking off some baseboard trim in the office I'm working on, you know what I found? Fucking framing nails holding in the baseboard trim. You can make anything work, Tony.
Yep. So, use deck screws to put it back in.
I'm pretty
that's what I'll
sure.
do, because what I want is for the baseboard to rip itself apart when you try to remove it.
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that a deck screw is thicker than the quarter round I'm using.
No.
Nah. I don't know.
It's
But Zane, you were going to say something?
Oh yeah, just an update. I finally figured out, have a plan now that I have begun executing for running Cat 6 throughout our place.
Nice.
I put a few more holes in our house than ended up being necessary.
That's where it starts.
I learned a lot about how things are built. I learned a lot more about what I don't know. I learned that it's thank God I gave up before I made a big mistake, but I found out that you're not supposed to drill holes into a garage if it's integrated into a building. Thank God I didn't finish with doing that. I was like, why is there so much fucking wood between the second floor and our garage? And it's because what is it called? I think it's called a firewall or something. You're supposed to have just
you can that's no problem. You can drill into a fire pocket. Do it all day.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I could have done that, but I gave up on that, and like I got scared reading some places saying that like you
Well,
should.
you quickly get into a
Wow.
territory with some of those things where technically, as soon as you modify it, there's like a sort of you own it as far as things that might be an engineer's territory. And it is often best to have somebody else do it.
Yeah, that way you CYA. Like I've drilled through firewall before, and then honestly, sometimes that's the only way to get a wire from one place to another. And if you're using plenum wire, you can say, well, technically, it's not going to release toxic smoke when it melts, at least. And then, like Henry
At
said, you
least.
fire caulk it.
Yeah, and printer-rated materials have a slower burn properties. So that's the thing.
So you just have to be smart about it and don't let it destroy your entire house.
I ended up finding an interior wall that runs, or realizing that I had an interior wall that runs from the basement to the attic. And when I learned that it's like totally when I learned that it's actually not that hard to remove and replace drywall, that made it a lot easier. So it's going well.
It's empowering. Yeah, it's fun to put holes in your stuff and realize that you're allowed to do that.
Shivani's definitely upset though, because I still have a lot of holes in walls in a few places.
Think about it this way.
That's how it works.
Think about it this way, Shivani.
They're gonna be there for like 2 years.
Well, one of them's in our main like guest bathroom, like the one that's right next to our living room. But we're not gonna
You
have.
should put a
guest
fake
over.
camera in there.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
do that. Don't do that. It's better that you didn't hear it.
In our kitchen and in our bathroom that were filled via my dad, but we still need to paint over, so they're still visible holes. And that happened
Don't
a
say
year
it,
and a half ago.
at least.
I don't know. My sister's husband fell through their ceiling once trying to kill a raccoon, and I told him I would come over and patch it for him. I did it in 2 years.
Hey, but did it get done?
Yeah,
But did it get done? Then I don't want to hear any complaining.
They had a popcorn ceiling. I'm like, I just hate popcorn ceiling. Let me take it down.
I
They're like, no.
resent my popcorn ceiling so much.
Our house is new enough to where we do not have a popcorn ceiling, and I love it.
I went over there the first day and I put up a temporary board.
Hey,
That stayed there for at least 2 years. It was beautiful. It's in a front room too, like right in the middle, so it's like
see, Shivani, it could be worse.
It will get worse, is what I'm hearing.
No, this is how it works. Yeah, you don't do a project in like a week. You do it over several years.
Exactly.
This is how it works.
Unless it's a nursery, Tony.
Especially if
you've
it's a
got-
nursery.
You've got a very limited amount of time between finding out you need a nursery and having said nursery ready for a human.
Yeah,
that
no,
will
you
eat lead
just
paint.
leave it unfinished, and then eventually the human will be old enough to finish it for you.
Yeah, my wife says that's not the correct way of doing that part.
no.
She is holding back women.
We have 2 months, and it is not ready. We have not started.
We have started. We inventoried.
We know what we need.
Hey,
We need paint, and we know we need to clean that room out.
Okay.
Exactly. We have
why
a
do you
plan.
need to paint? I mean, does the baby care what color the walls are?
I care, and I'm the
Yes, I think studies actually indicate that like there's a lot to be said for room color.
Yeah, maybe.
Based on how projects get run, at least at Ford, planning's like 90% of the work. So you just take it to the last week and just it'll all get done.
He
Exactly.
told me that we could have a nursery for this one before it was born. I had to wait till Evelyn was 6 months old for hers.
Okay, in all fairness, we didn't own the house until she was 4 months old.
It was 3 months, but I understand. But I would like to have it done.
I understand.
We would all like things, Laura.
So, I have a question for you, Zane.
Mhm.
You use Raspberry Pi, right? Or is that something you want to get into?
I own a Raspberry Pi, and I have booted it up one time, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is cool." And then I haven't
All
done.
that's doing is making me hungry. Now I want Raspberry Pi.
Okay. So-
Tony, I have about 3 Raspberry Pis that serve a variety of purposes.
Oh,
Okay. So I found something online that suggests that you can make it to where you can operate your 3D printer off of your Wi-Fi if you attach it to a Raspberry Pi. I'm not sure how this works, but I'm intrigued.
I've thought about setting it up on our Office Pi, but based on big personalities and things, I think while it should be a fairly trivial job, there's sort of a similar to as soon as you help a family member with their IT problems one time, you become the owner of any future problems.
Yes.
I've avoided doing that in the Office one because I don't want to be responsible for every future thing that goes wrong. But basically, yeah, you're ultimately like G-code is a fairly simple thing that most stuff knows how to translate and read and spit out. And literally you've got a tiny computer that's in your printer right now that's translating G-code and telling, your printer where to move its
Components.
actuators is what I was looking for. And so, yeah, ultimately you're just taking that, and if you put a Pi there, you can and install it with the software. Now it's just the same thing, except now it's on your LAN. I don't know. I haven't tried to set one up, but for the most part, Pi projects, there's a lot of preloaded images that you don't just install Windows and then go and download the software you need. For the most part, like there's pre-built images built with Docker containers or whatever else that you just download the version, the install that you want that preloads all the software you need. And it's pretty much plug and play as far as the actual how to configure your Pi goes.
Wait, in order to like install a Docker desktop, is that like is installing that its own thing, or is that like if I have Raspberry Pi in, can you just install it really easily, or is it its own like special project to get that set up?
I've never actually messed with the Docker container on my Pi. But in general, like for the most part, installing software is just a matter of finding a guide and knowing if you've ever worked on Linux, it's just a standard Linux work for, you're just plugging in commands to download stuff. But oftentimes you can probably find a ready to go version of Pi that has a Docker build installed, and just install that image onto your SD card and boot it up and you're good to go.
One thing I want to try that I think installing will be the easiest part is creating a Pi. I think it's called a Pi hole.
Ad blocker.
Adding, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like the trickier part of that will be like configuring all the like networking stuff on my router. That seems like honestly harder part of it.
Yeah, I've thought about setting up the Pi hole. A lot of the time, yeah, I don't know how to, I've never messed with port forwarding, sort of part of the IT world and all of that kind of stuff. So I think for the most part, it's just follow the instructions on the website that tells you how to do it. But I've never actually done that one either. Yeah, I've got one right here that's like running all of my smart light switches and stuff around the house, and has some automations and everything built into it. I think it's the only one that's actively live right now.
Before I forget, Tony, Jen wanted to make sure that if she doesn't get to come on and play tonight, that her character at least tries to push for getting our bounty somehow.
Oh, we're gonna get the bounty.
All right, so now that the tech support hour is done, I appreciate the input, guys. I'll have to definitely take a look into it and see what I can do, because although it is currently attached directly to my desktop, it might also be nice to be able to attach it to my laptop and just play with it there. So who wants to do the recap from last week?
We killed 2 dragons. There's a big ass bounty on our heads. About it.
That's your recap?
About it. I mean,
I mean,
that's what we
we
did.
killed 2 dragons.
Yeah. And now we have a bounty on our head. That's about it.
And not just that, Matt rode Shivani into town while dragging a dragon's head to collect the bounty. It's very important.
Dude, that was badass.
And Jen got stabbed because of that.
Yeah, Jen got shot with a crossbow bolt.
Shenanigans tend to happen when my character is MIA.
Yep. It's
All right.
perfect. So,
All right.
I'm sorry.
So, in that case, you guys are currently sitting outside of town. I'm going to say that Jen and Matt and Shivani have all come back. Shivani, you are the only person that is here tonight that was a part of those conversations. So if you would like to share your insights with what's going on.
Did you get the bounty?
Yes. Jen took it, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
Jen has the 3,800 gold that you guys got for killing the dragon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, we didn't do anything wrong because we did kill 2 dragons, so we should have got 2 bounties. So, I mean, tomato, tomato.
We only have 1 head.
We have 2 heads.
Oh, we gave 2 heads?
Oh, no, you only gave him 1. I kept the other. But we have 2 heads.
You have 3,000 gold worth of head on you.
We already collected that head. This is my head.
Make it a
I
tooth.
could add an elephant head if you'd like.
Can we do something with the teeth and just like have it be a toothless head?
No, you better
Wait,
not.
won't the head rot?
Like basilisk fang.
He's doing the shrinking thing that he learned from Rakdos, where he's basically salt,
dude.
smoke, air.
Well, it won't
To
take the teeth.
shrink.
You have to take the teeth out. You got to yank all the teeth out.
I'll
No,
say,
touch my teeth.
in any
I
case,
guess I
with
can
the-
Go ahead.
in any case, with the head being shrunken, it's worthless. No one's gonna think a mini dragon is the same dragon worth money.
Yeah, I guess if it's shrinking the bone, it might shrink the teeth too.
But it's cool. That my character wouldn't phrase it quite like that.
I'm just saying, if I don't make it smaller, I can't drag it around with me everywhere I go. And it's coming with me everywhere I go, so.
Honestly, that would be a badass thing to have. I guess it would still probably be pretty big, even shrunk, right? Like the size of like a human head. Like,
Yeah, I don't actually remember a lot of. Man, this is only a week ago. What's wrong with my brain? I remember a lot of these conversations.
it's quarantine.
It's okay.
So, Master DM, you said I kind of failed the shrinking process. How small is this head?
So it was about 4 feet in diameter, in diameter, and you got it down to about 1 foot in diameter.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
But like you were going for like 3 to 4 inches. So-
No. I can carry a bunch of basketballs strapped to my body. Fine.
Sounds good.
What else did we do? I kind of just I remember.
Would you mention the bounty?
Most of it was the fight with the dragon.
I remember Jen
Yeah.
took that had the highest bounty. I think.
I think she took a bunch of them.
Did she take a bunch of them?
Yeah.
So she took the one for you guys, which I believe was like 10,000 gold.
No.
And then she took the one that you guys haven't heard anything about. That was worth 38,000 gold.
I'm having
Yeah.
strongest temptation as to like the most game the most metagamey and like video gamey approach to this, which is to just have my character get captured and executed and get a new character, gets to join the party, but will be stinking rich.
We did discuss in detail last time. Let's put this out there. There's a way for us to transfer our souls into other bodies and then just sell the bodies and get somebody else's soul, put them in our existing bodies and sell those bodies for bounties. And that's...
Can we do that with dead bodies, like already dead bodies?
Yeah, so you got to go kill someone cool, transfer our soul into that, and then we got to take somebody else's...
So to kill some. What if we go, because that would be pointless. I was going to say, what if we swap with someone on death row, and then we are once again on death row?
Or what if...
How about we find a bad guy? I polymorph them into one of us, and we just keep doing that day by day and say we're just catching them one by one as they come out.
You do know that eventually the polymorph will drop.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, but well, true.
Every day it'll be like, well, that's not the right person. Hey, this one lady that keeps bringing us the people that keep changing into other people, maybe she's trying to cheat us out of money. You know.
Oh my
Like
God.
a criminal.
God, that's
Yeah, and then there will be a bigger bounty on your head, Laura.
But if we could still try to find bad
But
people.
that works for everyone else, because that's even more.
Okay. Laura's got the right idea here. We just need doppelgangers. Lots of doppelgangers.
Oh my
Then
God.
we're still sending
What if I get my disguise kit and try really hard?
So
I mean, here's the thing. You can try whatever you want. It's possible that it might even work.
Oh my God. Wait, guys, this is like poor town. Like,
I know.
wait, how much money does this town have? Like, is this like a super wealthy? Is this like a?
Is this a city?
This is a city,
Okay.
but they have had to like raise taxes to get these dragons taken care of, and then you guys robbed them, so they put up like the entire city treasury.
We didn't rob them. Those guys robbed us by saying they did this task and the gem was never used and they wanted to charge us for said gem.
okay, I have an idea, guys. Let's lead a revolution. If they raise taxes too far, then we can just get the people to rise up against them.
You are
Okay.
literally the reason they had to raise taxes, though.
Yeah, but
Have you ever hered of social Darwinism?
it's fine.
Oh my God. We
So-
just need to find this world's equivalent of Lenin.
So, guys, I know this sounds crazy coming from the pirate, but they gave us they gave us 2 dragon heads worth of money. What if we come in as a group and then show them the second head? That way, it's like all squared up.
I actually kind of like that idea.
Yeah, that might actually be the
Right?
least
The debt
evil.
can be paid.
I will tell you right now, if they try to take my dragon head, I'm going to get violent.
Oh, right, because we don't want to. Yeah, you know, let's just leave and never come back here.
I mean,
Good idea.
Jen demanded a bounty.
She's
This
a
is Jen's
tiny
fault.
little bird. She can't possibly drag us all back into the city.
She
Okay.
demanded it, and since
Be
she's
for the
not
bounty
here,
god.
we owe it to her.
All right, you got this. We
Henry,
can either go
are
to
you
good
ready to
route.
rage?
We go to good route, or I think we go and we start a revolution. Just start handing out knives to the poor impoverished townfolk from taxes.
Wait, Tony, is this city is not part of the kingdom that we originally came from, right? Like the kingdom that
No.
I am from?
No, this is the kingdom that you guys have been at war with for years, that the war finally ended. and you guys are looking to restart said war.
Oh,
Let's
but you
do
know
this
what?
shit.
This is
No,
actually
no, this isn't a restart of a war. This
No, you're causing a revolution.
This is a civil war. Come on.
No,
This is
yeah,
La
This is-
resistance.
this is inciting political dissidents to cause damage to your political foes.
Okay. So, when we start our political dissidents, we have to have some sort of figure that people can rally around. I think the Church of Flaptrunks the correct option, the only option.
An important question would be, is there a time limit on how quickly we need to gather the stones for Rakdos?
Well, he didn't say anything, but do you really want to push your luck?
Did
Well-
we find out how? Is there like? Did we ever find any information on how to get their souls back without doing what the person who took their souls is asking?
You would have to steal the jar and then cast a spell on the jar.
Okay, so he has a jar with their souls in it.
Yeah.
I remember correctly, we were also offered that we traded souls for souls.
Oh, that's right.
Pirates of the Caribbean 2 style thing.
I think we only need like 100 souls each or something. It was
No, not
great.
that high. That was Pirates of the Caribbean numbers.
Can I just roll like if my character knows this is happening and she's somewhat familiar with magic? Can she just roll to see if she can just notice anything? Like maybe try to figure out if somebody is spying on us.
Sure. Roll an Arcana check.
Is it an Arcana? Because I know there's a spell that can do that, but I don't think I have that spell. I think that was something I didn't. I think
So,
it's invisibility or something, right? I don't know.
Giovanni, what's this other bounty for that you guys picked up?
No, forget it. I didn't see Jack squat. I rolled a natural 4, so I'm guessing with Arcana, that's a whopping 6.
Yeah. Magic go burr.
Guys, I don't think anybody's watching us. I think we're cool.
Good. So, we got our own bounties, but what's the other bounty? Should we go kill some cult members? Right?
So,
Shivani.
Shivani,
Get me.
what?
Stop. Stop. Oh.
Hmm. So,
You were muted,
Shivani.
Shivani. What'd you say?
I was talking to my dad.
What was the question? I forgot.
Oh, I asked her about the other bounty that they brought us besides our own.
Just I'm sorry, one sec. Shh.
the bounty. I think. Actually, I don't remember.
Oh, I haven't told you what the other bounty was.
Oh.
That's why.
Oh.
I needed to know if you guys were super serial about doing it.
I mean, I'll go
We're gonna
kill
do
something.
something.
We could pretend to do it.
You guys, think about all the animals that we could help with this money.
Yes, like minotaurs and elephants and turtles.
Deep, like as
bird
opposed
people
to
and
the
cats.
That
As
was
a-
Canadian. I don't know what that was.
okay, as opposed to all the animals we've helped so far with all our money.
I have extensively added to my pornography collection as a hornbill turtle. I've been greatly helped.
This group is quickly deteriorating into a worse band of murder hobos.
So I just realized that my character
I haven't
doesn't
murdered anyone.
actually mind. My character wouldn't actually mind stealing from this town because they're they're from the country that I kind of hate somewhat because of how brutal the war was and everything. So I still don't want to go around killing good innocent people. But what if we find bad people and then put their souls, like swap souls with them, like swap bodies with them, and then turn them in?
I have a question about swapping bodies and like the logistics of it. When you swap bodies, do you like get someone else's strength and constitution?
So you keep your mental stats, you change your physical stats.
That's not a good deal for me.
Unless we
Really
find
bad.
it.
I'm sorry. Like, everything's invested in physical stats right now for me.
Yeah.
I have
Are there
nothing.
like gladiator pits in this city? Not, or is it might not be that kind of
Why would you
Uh,
kill innocent?
It's not really that
Wait.
kind of city, but let's see.
Zane, if it makes you feel better, what if we left like an unlocked bicycle, and then when they try to take the bicycle, you're like, bad guy.
What's
Oh,
that called? What is that called?
Entrapment.
Entrapment.
but murder entrapment. Like,
Entrapment where the
We are officers of the law. This
I
is
think
not
that's-
entrapment.
This
That
road.
automatically makes it entrapment.
We go down the
Are
sketch
you a law
and
enforcement
find
officer?
and we find some people that, what are they called? The bandits.
Yeah.
oh, I like that.
Find
Let's go
different
find
band-
some bandits.
Let's look innocent.
Yeah, let's go find some
Drive down
banditos.
free roads.
I think this is a bad line, and we should be going for getting stones for keys. Like, we can go down our main quest line or this other quest line, but I feel like
To the
That's true.
original idea
We should do
of
the main
turning
quest.
people in and then just breaking them out.
I don't want to. Well, I do have
You don't wanna
dimension
risk
door.
it?
Yeah, I'm worried they'll just kill me because they'll tell I'm a wizard and.
I have
I
Dimension
don't know.
Door as well.
I'm okay with not doing this plan.
I feel bad for trampling on Jen's wishes, but we probably should do the main quest because it is like potentially the
Oh
end of
my
the world
gosh.
and all that stuff.
You looked like a commercial, and now I really want a soda. Just want you to know, it was like a perfect
It
like
was so
turn
satisfying.
to the side and like, oh my god, I don't know, that just looked really appetizing.
Oh my
I
gosh.
really want a soda now.
I'm so
Dr.
glad that
Pepper,
our commercial
sponsor our stream.
Not the same. It's in a can, and I want a bottle. It hits different, Zane.
Dr. Pepper, you heard the lady. Sponsor us.
Oh my god, what was I? Oh yeah, main quest. I feel like we should do it. Someone brought that up, and I think it's.
Okay, well, what if we just got what if we got some money? It doesn't have to be for the bounty, but if we got some money, just to make Jen feel like we tried.
Where are we gonna get some money from?
I
We
will
entrap somebody.
bandits.
stealing.
We rob.
Like outsmarting
bandits.
is okay, but stealing is wrong.
we can open up a crab shack, have Shivani just keep making crabs, and we can sell them.
We just rob.
Here in an hour.
Yeah, but after they eat them,
What, Laura?
We just rob the bandits.
That makes
It's going to
them
take
bandits.
forever.
We're bandits for bandits.
I'm kind of into this crab shack plan.
Okay, real quick question: does anybody know how much actual money we have in our like
We have
bank?
so much money from just killing the dragon and stealing from its lair.
yeah, I honestly don't think we need money right now. I think we need to be at a place that we can all go shopping, because that's important.
But I should say portion of these funds should go to an animal wildlife rescue. I think that's critical.
I heard there's a good one called Big Cat Rescue. We could go to.
You might need to like that would be a cool thing for your character to start up. Like your
Like-
character could create a wildlife rescue because there probably doesn't exist. There probably isn't one here. Also, there's probably not as
Are
much
there
of a
no
need for one.
nonprofits in? Do they?
Did we
So-
end up with any eggs? We could start a dragon
have-
rescue.
Oh,
You
3
have
eggs.
3 black dragon eggs. Somebody roll me a nature check for Jen.
I will wait for Jen.
I got her sheet open. I'll do
I
it.
got a
Oh
really
yeah,
good nature.
Just rolled
Well,
a
let
20.
Shivani do it
Whoever
too.
wants to look up the modifier.
Wait, did Jen tell any of us though? Well, I guess it would be obvious that she had them. But she
Yeah,
can't hide them.
No,
19, Tony, for Jen.
With
Okay.
your stats.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, wait,
Let me
no.
find my nature
That's
check, 'cause
100%
I
wrong.
haven't
Yeah,
gotten
that's
it.
right.
No,
It
you
is
don't, 'cause
plus
it might be
7. Okay, rolled. Okay, hold on. Just gonna add my numberings. Aha. Oh, just kidding. 16.
Okay. So
Hey Henry,
Can I
Big Cat
inspire?
Rescue.
Before we find the results, can I inspire, or is it too late?
I haven't told them yet, so you can do it.
I think that's a D8.
Oh yeah, add a D8.
Oh, where's my D8 though?
It's in there.
I know.
So,
Omar, why is your cat cross-eyed?
I'm working on it. Give me a second. There.
17.
Big cat race.
Oh, Shawnee rolled a 1 on the D8. It's a
I
17.
don't like these dice today. I would like to quit and start over.
Just
It's a little late for that.
I know.
That's what I do in grand strategy games all the time.
There's I don't know if you guys watched Dimension 20, but there's this one scene in the latest episode where one of the players is like, which dice do I like today?
Which do I trust?
Which dice do I trust
I
today?
don't know if I've ever heard that.
what's it called? Dimension 20?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you haven't heard of, oh my god. Okay, allow me.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay, like
Is
4
it kind
minutes.
of like Critical Role, or is it?
It's
No,
so
it's
it's
a different-
college humors, like D&D campaigns.
Oh, okay.
And it's led by a guy named Brendan Lee Mulligan. He's the DM, and then there's 6 players who are actually just like college humor writers. So they're not to say that we aren't awesome. I actually this is like my favorite campaign. I love you, but it was the other players in our campaign.
Not my DM.
Not you, not your DMing. You were great. I love. But like this so far has been like the most close to how Dimension 20 is, and the reason Dimension 20 is so good is obviously because they have like
They're all
a
improv.
bunch of producers and very high quality stuff because it's paid
Oh, well,
for.
but honestly, after watching the live ones, I think it's mostly just that they're all improv.
Yeah, they're
people,
all
so,
improv
like,
experts. But
We're just mass chaos.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's okay because that's what I like. So what they do though is like each season is completely new. So season 1 is called Fantasy High, and they're all these high school tropes, and it's set in a 1950s-esque magical world. Like Gorguk is this half orc who's actually adopted by gnomes, and every time he gets angry, he tries to explain to his parents, and his parents are like, "Well, that's okay, sweetie. Remember, just sing song when you get upset." And
it's like an 80s high school movie,
Yeah.
but with like swords and magic. And
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's season 2 has Matt Mercer in it. It's called Escape from Bloodkeep. It's basically Lord of the Rings, but from the perspective of people in Sauron's army
after
after
the end of Return of the King, when they have to find
they're
out
trying to escape from
Yeah,
Bloodkeep.
and flee from the good guys, I think, right? Like,
And then season 3 is called, it's my personal favorite, it's called The Unsleeping City. Brennan, who's the DM, was born and raised in New York, and it's basically an adult Harry Potter where it's like magic in New York, and that magical world is referred to as the Unsleeping City. And then I mean, I really like that one because it's like the only one where magic is brought to your world.
my favorite is the most recent.
Oh, wait, you skipped
campaign.
Tiny Heist.
Well, it's fine.
Okay.
The most recent campaign. We should get back to the game soon.
Okay.
The most recent campaign is Candyland, but with the politics of Game of Thrones, but like
Yeah.
the setting of Candyland.
Yeah. Like he was like, I don't like the way Game of Thrones ended. I'll make my own thing. But then also he was like, if there's a king and a queen in Candyland, I bet they've done shady shit. And so that's what the premise of season.
Is it on YouTube or is it on a different?
Yeah,
Is it
so
on
season 1 is entirely on YouTube. The other ones are half and half. And they have their own service called Dropout TV that you get 7 days free for. But I have never known someone to get the free service and not continue paying. So if you're going to get the free service, bear in mind that no one has ever not continued paying.
Quick note: this has been the most advertisement-heavy thing we've ever recorded.
Oh no, I forgot this is
Yes.
recorded. You cut this.
Give us money. What was that website again?
Well,
If you want to make a great website,
Let's talk about Squarespace, guys. All right.
Buy
Sounds like a
Audible.
great time to plug my OnlyFans.
Oh God.
You can always send us money too.
well, it's college.
We're gonna get 12 cease and desist letters in my email.
Well, I advertised for
From well, right now we don't have any viewers except ourselves.
That's our saving grace.
That is the. Luckily, they can't demonetize my channel because it's not monetized.
Unless something weird happens and we suddenly become super popular, that would be really strange.
Dr. Pepper's gonna
I'm just
feature
gonna
us on the
start
next.
singing
We
Disney
didn't even,
songs.
I don't even know where Dr. Pepper came from. This is a Coke.
No, this right here is a Dr. Pepper.
That's
Incident-
Dr.
Incidentally, I found out they actually have a D&D section on Twitch.tv for this kind of stuff.
Really?
I did not know that. Yeah, I saw
Oh
it
my
just this
God.
morning.
I guess I'm not surprised because there's
Wait,
like
what's
there
on
are a lot
Twitch?
of great actual plays.
Basically, people D&D just like we are right now. Like, they
Oh
just-
yeah.
ins-
Oh
instead of
yeah.
having-
A lot of people do it, especially right now.
Well,
Yeah.
if I had higher than 15 frames per second and 320 by 120 resolution, I might think about it.
Tony, don't be so insecure. It's not the numbers that count. It's what you do with them.
I'm encoding sound at 24 kilohertz.
That's good numbers.
That's many thousands.
Yeah,
I
That's
have
true.
no idea
Oh,
what
that
it
is straight up
It's-
CD quality.
Can we just go out and rob some bandits or something?
Oh, you mean in the game that we're supposedly playing right now? Yeah, that's fine.
We haven't moved an inch.
We're just camping outside the city.
You know, I could go for robbing some bandits, but I feel like I need to taste something crisp, like a nice Dr. Pepper, before I can do it.
This has devolved so fucking far.
If we do ever become popular, this episode's just gonna like be an empty spot because of
Oh, this motherfucker's gonna disappear.
This is the one.
Do we know that there are bandits? Or
We're
just-
assuming there are bandits.
we
We can frame some bandits.
we just
Wait.
walk in the woods.
Guys, I know how we find some bandits. So since we have all this money now, we can let Jen, Matt, and Shivani go into town and flash it around, buy some stuff, and then we can say, oh, well, we're going to be leaving, we're going to go camping and blah, blah, blah. And then when the bandits come, we ambush the bandits that are ambushing us. So we have a counter ambush set up. That's how we find some bandits, is we seed the bandits with more bandits.
Are we going back to the entrapment thing? Is that
Yes.
technically?
This is so much crap.
Wait,
I'm not sure where the lines are.
wasn't
Hey,
there a $15,000?
Technically, you have to suggest that they do the crime as part of entrapment. So if you just like give them opportunity and they do the crime, then it's not entrapment.
Oh, that's why bait car isn't entrapment.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Bait
And same
car
thing with
only on FX.
There is
same
a
thing with like.
Actually, I think it's on Spike TV.
Neat
It's like-
question. Maybe
they never suggest
Hold on.
you give them money. They just
Questions.
buy it.
What's up, Shivani?
Have I been playing long enough to know what the main quest is?
Do we
I
ever
don't even know
what the
anymore.
main quest
Because I was
is?
like, wait a minute.
You were here-
Stones, but we're not sure. The word
She was here when we started the main quest.
She was here but she was not here when we like got the exposition done. Like came right after we learned about the main quest because she was not in the manor or whatever it was.
Oh, she wasn't part of that. Gotcha.
She was there
Okay.
right after that. You came right after the main quest got introduced.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I remember.
So do we want to get
Uh,
bandits, guys, or do we want to go on the main quest?
I don't have sufficient info to answer this question. What
So
is
the
that?
summary of the main quest, if you want to hear it real quick, was we used to be the Knights of
The
Altinum, the
cleansing
country.
flame.
Knights of the Cleansing Flame in Altinum. And there was a plot with Grimgram and the Bloodhammers
Yep.
to destroy the Knights of the Cleansing Flame along with the Loxodon hierarchy in the city of Altinum during a circus. While we were at the circus, or I think it was since we left from the circus, I think we ended up going into some kind of weird portal for like 6 months. But while we were in a 6-month portal outside of the realm, we came back to find that the city had been destroyed. Once we came back, we realized that the Knights of the Cleansing Flame were no more and the tower had been destroyed. Then we went to investigate by going to the manor. Half of us went to the manor, and then half of us ended up in Rakdos's lair. And then
Yeah.
half of the group got their souls taken by Rakdos for trespassing because it wasn't the right bathroom.
Not the right bathroom.
It really wasn't the right bathroom.
And the other half saw somebody somebody get possessed, the child, and then I performed the miracle and saved him. We never found out who it was.
And
That's how
okay.
we
I
created
stole the map
that's-
that has the information that we need to get to the stones, but the
Yep.
people whose souls were stolen, I don't
by
think I
Rakdos.
stole them.
That Rakdos sent us on the mission too. Rakdos is the one that required us to go on the stones in order to save their souls, which is why we're trying to find the stones.
But you guys didn't have the map. You were trying to get the map, and I stole the map before the.
Yes.
So-
Yes, you ran off into the night with the map as something else was happening. That was happening.
Yeah, everybody was freaking out, and I ran into the night with the map while the Church of Flap Trunk.
Was
Was
first one.
born.
But
Yeah.
the short summary is we had to save half our party's souls by acquiring stones that led us to this town, and that's when you should have, I think.
But I'm trying to find a way to not give the stones to this demon that has their souls. I'd
Correct.
rather just kill the demon.
I think we're all supposed to be investigating what the hell happened to our Knights of the Cleansing Flame, but we kind of forgot about that.
Do we know what the
No,
stone?
we found out. We did find out what happened to the Knights of the Cleansing Flame. It was
Graham Grin.
judged by the blood hammers.
Also, I don't know if this guy. So at some point, the like royal family of the kingdom we were in, they got killed, like when in the tower getting exploded. Also, these stones that we're looking for, they're like holding something in place, but I don't remember if we know what that is. I feel like
Put
it's
an elder god or something.
It's a primordial. It's
Yeah.
basically a titan.
So, do you gather the?
Bad. Sounds like we shouldn't get those stones.
It's like the Tarrasque if the Tarrasque was actually dangerous.
So
like
do you
Galactus.
or Thanos?
Step above Thanos. He's not going to just kill half of everything.
Godzilla. Mecha Godzilla.
Godzilla's a good guy.
Mecha? Godzilla's a good guy. Mecha Godzilla was a bad guy.
You sure? I thought Mecha
They're
Godzilla
all
was built by the
neutral.
humans to fight Godzilla.
Godzilla was never good. Godzilla just happened to do good things.
Godzilla's like the T-Rex.
Chaotic
He's a
good.
force. He's a force of nature.
Chaotic good or chaotic neutral?
But yeah, we should probably try to find the stones. But on the other hand, there's like too many conflicting things going on because the kingdom that we all came from is probably about to be invaded because it doesn't have like a government. And I don't want that to happen. Maybe we should try to go get those stones and get back as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, we were gonna start a whole new government for our country. That's what the plan was.
Yeah, Thwap Trunk was going to be king.
We got on the whole Titan thing, even though half of us agree it's a bad idea.
No, it's a
You're
great
collecting them so nobody else will do it.
idea. So we can give him to Rakdos.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna kill Rakdos.
Also, there's a
Rakdos
Solar
Starbucks.
that wants one. There's a Solar that wants some.
Yeah. The angel that was mad at us for being too aggressive about using a pump truck. I get it. Or using a pump car. I get it. Problem. All right. But what do you guys think? Should we go on to main quests? Or check out that other bounty that we don't know anything about that might go to the main quest?
All it says is, come speak to me, 38,000 gold for delivering a package.
That's sketchy. If we
What
do
do I-
that, I'm definitely looking at what's in this package.
Yeah, I kind of remember that episode of Black Mirror. Like, that's a whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
going
in.
to go look at keystones. Keystones? Keystones? John?
Dude, I would love to find some keystones right now.
Return the head.
I might have to go look for a new castle, though. A Newcastle brown ale.
While we're plugging things. All right. So, who wants to deliver the 38,000 gold package, and who wants to go get the next keystone?
We have a lot of money.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm good with going to the main quest.
I still think we should show them that we have two heads, and then that way they take away our bounty.
No, but then we can't kill all the bounty hunters.
Ugh.
Become the king bounty hunter.
You never know. Some of them might have gotten paid in advance.
Or we could go to a different city and join a bounty hunter guild. There we go. Let's just do that.
We should definitely leave this area at the very least.
All right, guys. So, let me pull up ZMap.
I trust you guys. I'll be right back.
Things you shouldn't say. I trust you guys. Come on.
Yeah, I said that before and I almost died.
Yeah, well. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, look at that yellow spot.
Came
That
back
looks
and
fun.
everybody was dead fighting a dragon.
Yeah, well, but did you die?
No, because I came back. I probably would have died if I hadn't.
I think it all turned out pretty all right.
Just slightly chaotic. It's all right.
Perfect. So, where are we at? I want to get some annotations actually drawn here.
All right, so you guys are roughly in this square, and you are heading to this city up here.
So we're at the butt of the arrow and we need to get to the arrowhead.
Yes.
All right. So, did we get on our magical ships that Omar made and continue our magical sea voyage?
Oh yeah, thank you for that, Omar.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I just realized there's a spell called Water Walk, and I didn't have it prepared, and I totally could have.
Oh, that would be cool.
It takes, if you target a creature submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round.
Nice.
No, the
Damn it.
crabs were much better.
Yes. Let's be honest. Crabs were a million times better.
Oh,
The
yeah.
crabs were amazing.
Yeah, I
I
was
love
pro
that they
crab.
were crabs. They weren't something cuddly like giant seahorses. They were like
should I have
nightmare
Wait,
crabs.
should I have gone with the seahorses?
No,
Like
no.
a dolphin. Like a dolphin could have just grabbed him and pulled him.
No,
And he
I'm
probably wouldn't have thought he was getting attacked.
I don't know. Dolphins are pretty scary. All right. So let's looking at our map here, guys. I think we go like this. My question is, what happens when we get to this beautiful gem spot? That's crazy.
Well, do we follow all the rivers or do we follow the rivers down to the ocean and then take the ocean to the end? Because the rivers might take longer.
So you go from here to this. So it would probably take longer to get from this city up to the other city and then over to where you need to go, if I'm being honest.
If we take rivers.
It would take less time to take the rivers than to go just due west and
No, I
then
didn't
north.
do west. I meant take the rivers to like right by where the ocean is.
Well,
Well, you
Either
need
one.
a city. You need a city that you can go to. I don't think you want to trust rowboats on the open ocean.
Well, you're no fun.
That's kind of
No, I mean you can. 100% you can. but a small ocean swell might wreck your day.
Yeah, I think we go like here to get out, but then we're now in the open ocean.
Can I upgrade the rowboat maybe for ocean?
Yeah.
Do you know where we're going? Like,
You know that you need to get to this city to get to a location on the island that has the keystone.
Yeah, I think we go to here.
we actually have a map though.
Yes, you do. You have a map of where the next keystone is.
Okay. What do the gems represent? Like, if we're going down the river, is that just something we might run into when we?
You guys don't know, actually. I don't think you actually know.
Is that on the map as well? Is like this what?
No, that's not on your map. This is on my map.
Okay.
Tony, can I make a history check to see if I have researched ancient Viking boat building layouts?
Since you're a pirate, I'll say yes. Go ahead and roll.
And I would like to use my new luck skill to do best of 2.
Okay.
Sweet.
So, guys, here's the pass I think we got. We got to take this orange path, but then we can take the pink path down and get into the open ocean. We take the purple path around. We're going to take the red path to the purple path. But there's a thing there.
Okay, so the better of the 2 rolls, I rolled a 16.
Okay. So Viking longboats, you could build them. It might require some extra hands to row appropriately, and you'll need to have a proper captain to know how to keep them from getting capsized by large waves.
Yeah. Didn't we basically lose our crew because most everybody died fighting the dragon?
Okay, they did not fight the dragon. They just melted in round 1.
That is not how Viking boats work. Long boats work, but whatever. Let's go with that.
So
Say that
think
again?
we just take,
We'll work
take
with
the
it, Omar.
rivers up is my vote.
I'm nerded, sorry.
No, it's okay. Omar, if you know how Viking longboats work, we can work with the actual rules for Viking longboats.
Yep, Viking
just don't-
longboats have a wood that can be moved in place. That way, when you're on long boats on the sea, the wood shifts in place rather than succumbing to the stress of the waves, unlike regular boats.
Interesting.
How long would that take to build? Because it might just be better. We might be better off just taking the rivers if it's going to take a long time to build.
We need to get away from this town. We just robbed them.
We should
One way or the other, we need to get away from this town.
We're not building a boat now. We need to get on the boats we have and get up to at least, I would say we go at least up somewhere needs orange. We can go all the way to the orange spot where I break out.
To answer your question, Laura, if I would know how to build Viking boats, I would also be able to know how to build them from memory, as that's how they were taught.
Yeah, but that doesn't say how long it'll take.
I mean, we can definitely go down the river and then build it. That's for sure.
We just got to get away from,
Yeah, let's get this party started.
All right, so we're
And
looking
here.
at 2.5 months on the river to get to the breakout point. So the first thing, wait, what is the hot pepper for again? Gosh dang it, this is the problem with using the key that comes with Hexographer. Trying to remember what the pepper means on this particular map.
I believe that is what Bugs Bunny says when he throws baseballs. Sorry.
Oh, that's just like spices and stuff. Okay.
Oh.
So as you continue along the river, I need somebody to roll a survival check. Omar, if you roll the survival check, no, never mind. It would require you to know the area more than to know the water. If we were out in the open ocean, I would say you would get advantage.
If it makes you feel better, I have -1 survival, Tony.
No, that's good.
I have +2 survival and I have luck and stuff, so I could try.
I'm going to hit her with the whatever my luck thing is again, the D4.
Yeah, and I can inspire myself as well. So I'd be luck, inspire.
I forgot what it was.
Is this
Guidance.
general navigation, like.
I
Sorry,
think we're just trying to figure out if we can find food or not on the way there.
Ooh, I
No,
rolled-
this is making sure you don't go down the wrong path.
Oh,
Hold on, I rolled pretty good. So let me try to find. I need to find my D8. There it is.
Just take the guidance.
Ooh, yeah, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26. And you said you guided them too?
Yeah, that's a D4.
29.
Yeah, so you do not get lost.
Nice.
You don't end up going in random directions. So here, I am going to just grab this. Can everybody see my little pointer?
Yeah.
Is the toddler still sleeping good?
Let's look. Yes.
Okay, good.
So you guys continue along the river. You get to this bend, and because you rolled so well in survival, you know to continue going straight. And you pass by the ruins of what looks like a city that got shelled by mortars, but the magical equivalent in this world, so large magic missiles and the catapult spell. Doesn't seem to be anybody living there. You pass another town with similar damages.
With mortar damage?
It's basically catapult. It's basically just like it got hit with large rocks,
Like recently or?
like during the war.
Oh, okay.
So you continue along. Up here, you come across a small mining encampment full of dwarves who are mining right next to the water's edge. I mean, if you want to look closely, you can see what kind of ore they're pulling out. Otherwise, you can continue on.
Do we want to trade with the dwarves? Interact with these guys?
Yeah, probably.
So you pull over. One of the foremen comes over and is like, "Hey, how can I help you folks?"
Ask
Do it. Who's going to lead us in this magical encounter?
I got
I would
distracted
like-
by Facebook, so I don't know what was going on.
I would like to ask him if any of them would like to make some extra money building some ships or doing some extra work.
I mean, we're always looking to make extra money.
Will those ships even fit on this river?
Yeah, this river is miles wide, Laura.
Oh, okay. So it's like the Mississippi or something.
Yeah, these are so to give an idea, the hex, each one of these hexes is 24 miles in diameter.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So only the major rivers show up on the map. Now
Oh,
they're not like
it's
24
random.
miles.
The thing I got distracted with, Tony, is there was a sawfish at Melbourne Beach in the Indian River
Oh,
that
cool.
people were able to see, and they took videos of.
Nice.
I thought you,
Um,
with the location and everything, I thought you might be interested.
Yeah.
did you guys want to go ahead and build that seafaring ship here while we're here and have people to do it for us?
That's a good idea. We could just hire them.
I mean, that makes sense.
You can use your know-how, and let's just do this. Yeah.
All right.
How much money do we need to give them?
Can I try to talk them down? Like,
So Omar, let me ask you a question because I don't know much about Viking longships, longboats. How technically complex would it be to build one?
Not very if you have someone that knows how to do them. They're actually similar size to a regular ship. The big difference is basically that design of that when the waves strike it, it won't actually shatter.
Okay.
That's what made them so good at being able to process these so early on.
Okay. Well, in that case,
It's more of a modification than an upgrade.
okay. In that case, I'll say that it might cost 10 gold per, and I think you guys have 2. And if you want some dwarves to go with you to help row, that would be probably 5 gold, or say 2 gold a day.
We can hire the dwarves to be our crew?
2 gold a day.
That's a lot of money. Why don't we just like tell them we're gonna pay them 2 gold a day, and then when they die on the way, then
Is that 2 gold a day for the whole crew or per dwarf?
Per dwarf.
Whoa.
Can I chalk them down?
You can try.
I
Roll
will
a persuasion
try.
check.
I will try and I will inspire myself.
Guidance. D4.
Ooh. And ooh. 4. And that's persuasion, right?
Yep.
How do I get out of the screen here? There we go. So where's my persuasion? I forgot what it was. +9. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
Okay, that's plenty.
31.
Yeah, you're able to talk them down to 1 gold, 5 silver.
I still think it's a bad idea, guys. We don't need them.
I mean, we should
got
take like 1.
I mean, they do know the area pretty well.
I mean, a guide would not be a terrible idea, if nothing else.
No, but we're spending money. I don't know. Okay, we can do it. It's a good
I
idea.
think
Okay,
it's a good
Dad.
idea. And if it gets a little bit hairy, we can just send them home.
Send them home in the body bag. Gotcha.
I
don't
really
have a-
just want you guys to be saying this out loud.
Are we just going to Grand Theft Auto this dwarf?
Send them home. We got this.
Take the dwarf with us, make some money, kill the dwarf to get our money back.
I mean, that's how loots work, right? All
True
right,
Murder Hobo style.
let's move this on.
We should
Onward
take
here.
2 in case the first one dies.
I think 1's good enough.
Fine.
Can I like hire the one that seems most straightforward and not sneaky? Like I want to like
That
No, we need to
narrows it
hire
down
a
not at all.
stronger-
what?
That doesn't narrow it down at all. They're dwarves.
No,
They're
I
by
mean, like, I
nature
wanna
straightforward.
insight check the ones, these guys that are offering to come with us as a guide. I want to insight check them.
They are dwarves. They are miners. They are very straightforward people. But go ahead and insight check. And
They
roll a
can be
natural
tried.
1.
You never know. I rolled a natural 19, and insight is +4, so 23.
They are very straightforward people as a general rule.
Can't be too sure. You never know.
All right, we need to hire the strongest dwarf. I want to have an arm wrestling competition to decide which one goes with us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you going to have them arm wrestle you?
Of course. I mean,
All
who
right.
else can arm wrestle? All right.
All right. Well, you're not taking that one. You just broke his arm. You rolled a natural 1.
I don't even know if we need to hire these dwarves. I can't even push.
Ah! Ah! My arm!
By and
My
like,
arm!
I don't want to use I'll cure wounds the broken arm.
Ah! You son of a bitch! Ah!
I don't even know. I mean,
Healed.
how's this dwarf even a miner? He can't even like take a little bit of force. I mean, this is arm just shatter every time he swings a pickaxe. I mean, I don't get it.
All right, so there's 4 more dwarves that are ready to arm wrestle you.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, roll the first one.
I want to know the demeanor.
doing
Like after seeing their
I'm
fellow
gonna give-
guy, after this one guy got his arm broken, are they like pumped up more, or are they like hesitating?
The 4 that are still in line to arm wrestle Henry are like, that guy was a pussy.
All right. What are we doing? Strength checks or?
Strength checks, yeah.
This one I rolled a 20.
A 20, so you tied. I need you to roll again.
16.
Okay, you finally win that one. All right,
Ooh.
next one.
I like that guy. Maybe we need to hire him. He's strong as I am. All right. I got an 8.
An 8? Well, he rolled a natural 20. So I need you to roll a constitution check.
Woohoo! Saving throw or just check?
Saving throw.
Yeah. 25.
Okay. Your arm does not snap like a little baby twig. All right, you've got 2 more to roll against. Next
Oh,
one.
that one's so strong. I think we need this one.
Yeah, but that one's like, I don't even know if I want to go with this little baby man.
All right. I mean, we can fight if we want to.
All right, next one.
All right. Yeah, 23.
Yeah, you beat the crap out of this one. Last
And-
one.
8.
8. This one actually beats you. So 2 of them beat you, 1 of them tied you, and then you won.
Jokingly, I sit down with my -1 strength and my weak little arm and go, let's go.
The one that broke its arm comes over, like with it still like kind of flopping, and beats you with his, even though it's broken.
While screaming the whole time.
Ah! Ah! Yeah, basically.
I want Strongdorf to got his 20.
Yeah, so he's like, all right, I guess I'll go with you.
Well, if
So
I
you
have
could use
someone
a
else
real
on this
man.
team, that's kind of strong. Yeah. Say that again. I might have to break a couple arms, but
I'd like to see you try.
I like to try sometime.
And are you guys taking 2 or 1?
Are you flirting?
Yeah,
I
it's like
think
second
he is.
Tony,
This is
can I-
oddly intimate.
Tony,
We're
can
all
I-
standing there like looking around uncomfortably.
I mean,
It's a bicep.
Can I offer the one that got his arm broken like 50 silver a day to be like my personal dwarf?
Yeah, he'll be your house dwarf.
Just because of how much he like just embarrassed himself.
Yeah.
all right. We just need 1 dwarf, 1 strong dwarf.
And a house dwarf.
You guys ready to move up the river?
Hells yeah.
Do we get the seafaring ship then?
Actually, let me have them roll to make sure they don't screw it up.
Can I use divination?
good.
What am I? Okay, good. Never mind.
What were you gonna say, Zane?
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could use one of my divination rolls for them.
To see if they don't fuck up the ship?
Yeah, to help them not fuck up the ship.
I did not know divination worked that way.
It's like I can give a d20 to like any one person. Like I can give someone.
You get divination rolls?
I roll 2 d20s at the beginning of every day, and then I can give myself or any other creature that roll.
Damn.
I just
it's
don't
great.
remember to use it very
if
often.
you roll a nat 1, you can give it to an opponent in combat.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
That's baller.
All right, let's row some boats.
All right. So I need everyone to make perception checks for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Perception. Oh, fuck yeah. Good job, dice.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a
6.
5 and then I used my luck, so I got an 18 plus. Wait, hold on, I forgot to add.
I forgot to use luck.
22.
So Laura got a 22,
20 for Henry.
20 for Henry.
6.
And the dice.
For Stefani. For Stefania.
Sorry, what was it, Shivani?
26.
26.
Ooh,
Damn.
hotter hands at the dice game.
12 for Lothilly.
Okay. And what about Jen and Matt?
Oh yeah.
Jen got.
Matt's still 6th level, by the way.
Well,
Jen got a 13.
okay. Well, we'll just assume that Matt's character didn't level up for some reason.
Yeah. So Matt's character got a 20 plus 3, so 23.
23. Okay. So everybody that got 20 or above, you see in a small cave just around the bend here, a light shimmer at the mouth of a cave.
Ooh. Well, we could go. You guys see that light shimmer?
Yeah. Can you pull up like where we are now? Like pull off to the side of the river, like far away from that, because I want to try out a new divination spell.
All right. Let's roll our way over to. Let's listen to Wizard Man. Wizard Man knows all the things.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, I do. Okay. I'm gonna cast Arcane Eye. So I create an invisible magical eye within 30 feet of me, that like hovers around. I can see from the eye the way you normally see from an eye, and it has dark vision out to 30 feet. And I can move it 30 feet around, and this spell lasts for an hour. So I'd like to. Is it invisible?
Yeah.
Yes, it's an invisible magical eye. So I'd like to move it towards the mouth of the cave. This thing can't move through walls, but it can move through holes as small as 1 inch in diameter.
Okay. I need to check a ruling on something real quick.
Okay. This is like one of the strongest divination spells. Finally got it.
Nice.
4th level spells. I'm so excited.
It's good. I'm excited for us to have some sort of spying ability now.
Yeah.
Good. Stealth and stuff. We really need to get to a town, though, I feel like. At some point.
Okay. So the arcane eye kind of pops up, begins scanning the area, and starts moving in the direction you're thinking about it going. As it gets to the mouth of the cave, make a perception check for me.
Okay. That is 15. So I'm gonna roll mine.
Okay, so you can still make out the shimmer here. So it's like a wall of just like shimmering plasma, like clear plasma, and the eye kind of bounces a little bit as it pushes into it and then goes through it and comes out the other side into the back of the cave.
Can I make an Arcana check on like
Yes.
what this might be? Sweet. So that is 11 plus I believe 8. So 19. Let me check if it's not 20. Yeah, 19.
Okay. So Arcane Eye cannot go through portals to another plane. But you can see that it's a portal to another plane. You just don't know what plane.
Okay. Oh shit. I'm going to say this to everybody. So did it just go like to the space on the other side of the portal in our plane?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything cool behind it, or is it basically like a dead end cave?
Looks like a dead end cave.
Okay. Well, I will tell everybody that that's a portal to another plane.
Like when we went to the other place, the dark place, our murder hole.
Yeah, very similar to that. But there are many different types of planes. Some of which would be really bad to go to if you're not prepared. Based on the reading that I've done.
There are good things that fight those planes.
Yeah, some of them have good things in them, I'm sure.
Let's go check them out then.
Hey Tony, real quick, this is kind of off topic, but your wall clock looks like an eye, beholder eye inside of a nutsack.
I've never heard it described that way, but now I will never think of it as anything else. Thank you so much. Yeah, it kind of does.
So outside of character, I think it would be prudent for us not to go to another plane and to continue our voyage.
I take my team off to the side and whisper that we can send my assistant.
To go through and see if it's a two-way portal.
Yeah, I mean, like, put a rope on him, send him, pull him
Oh,
back with
God.
the rope.
That's a great idea.
I just
Mr.
thought
Weak Arm.
I just thought of that one scene from Rick and Morty, in like the Capitol with the like cookie factory.
I was always also thinking of if anybody saw HBO's sequel to The Watchmen recently.
No.
I've wanted
No.
to watch that. I love the book.
It's good, but yeah, there's a recurring dimensional travel thing.
All right, I like the idea. Let's tie a rope to our weak-armed.
Well, hold on now. We need to convince him that he wants to go first.
Yeah, he's not just 100% like.
He's
Arm
a weak dwarf.
Does anyone have like a good persuasion maybe?
We could pay.
Laura does.
Let's not. I'm sorry, persuasion is not the right role. Intimidation.
Don't we? Wait.
We're going one way.
So Laura missed something. I don't know where she was, but she
no,
was out of the room.
Oh, right, the clock.
What was her name? Stevania.
Stefania, yeah.
Do you have speak with animals by chance?
Oh, you have it prepared. You did have it prepared.
Did I?
You did have it prepared. You might have taken it off.
I literally just. Hold on, give me one.
Maybe
second.
Tempest has it.
She just adjusted her.
I think I
spell
might have
list.
taken it off.
Dang.
Why do we need to speak with animals?
Yeah, I don't have it.
It would
This was
depend
so
on
close
if you prepared it I think you have to prepare it daily, like you prepare your spells
Yeah.
every morning.
Do I have
Tempest has it. We could use
Oh, yeah,
Jen.
the Tempest could catch. That'll work.
What I'm wondering is if she can ask an animal that's known to stay around and see if it's seen anybody go in, and if not, maybe she can convince it to report back if it goes in, if she can convince. That way we're not risking any of our bodies.
Okay. All right. I'll do it. I'll do Jen. Let's speak with some animals.
You might hold a little resentment over us not getting that money, though.
That's
Anyway.
okay. I called upon you animals to speak. Or is there any
So a small hold on. We're gonna
Find an animal.
So a hyacinth macaw flies down and lands on a branch above the cave, kind of looking at you quizzically. Hi.
Hello. We're trying to figure out this this shiny wall over there. see
You
me?
kind of look like me.
do. Bird stuff.
That's racist. What do you need? Oh, wall?
Yeah,
Oh,
shiny
that's
wall.
it is a shiny wall.
You ever seen anybody go in shiny wall?
That's a very shiny wall.
Oh. Kind of want to know how shiny it is on the other in that wall, but I just want to talk to someone that's been around the wall for a while, know a little bit more about it.
It's a very shiny wall.
Shiniest wall.
Tell me he sticks his head in.
You ever You ever seen anybody come in and out of that shiny wall before?
No.
No?
Here, I'll go in.
You go in? Okay.
And you watch as he kind of like
Bird walks.
bird walks over. Hops in.
You okay over there, Bird?
He's in another plane. He
But
wouldn't.
call me back when you get out.
You watch as he hops back out
Ooh,
with a fish.
a fish.
Yeah.
What kind of fish?
A tasty
fish?
fish.
Ooh, I like
Tasty
tasty
fish.
fish.
Like he comes out with a fish, or he comes out and says there's a fish.
He comes out with a fish.
Ooh, what kind of fish? Is there a lot of fish over there?
I don't know. Somebody gave me this one.
Someone gave you that one.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Ooh, who gave you
Just
that?
handing out fish. I don't know.
Can we
Never
all?
met the person before in my life.
Is he the only one that can see this, or do we all see the bird come out with a fish?
You all see the bird come out with a fish.
Do any of us recognize this fish?
No, I don't think any of you have ever met this fish before.
Might as well ask. You never know.
It seems like a standard like river sucker, like maybe a buffalo.
Hmm.
I would like to send my dwarf across.
Okay, boss.
Laura, can you persuade my dwarf to want to go across?
I give the poor guy like 3 gold and see if he'll do it.
No, not with persuasion.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I don't feel
Boo.
like doing that right now. I just want to see if it takes 3 extra gold to do it.
Oh,
I would rather try.
yeah.
Okay. I would like to tie the rope around him so we can pull him back if need be.
Okay.
And then,
So-
if he's in trouble, pull the rope, tug the rope so we know to grab him.
Okay. So he walks up to the portal, kind of looks back like, all right, here it goes. And he like steps in. And
As
this is when you
jumps
realize.
in, I shout, "Don't forget to bring another fish."
Okay. And the
That was
rope,
hungry.
the rope just kind of falls flat on the ground. As it is not a magical rope, it's not a magical planar tether. It just kind of comes out. However, he does come back about 20 minutes later, carrying a fish, same type of fish. The bird didn't lie. Somebody's just handing out fish. It cost me a gold though. Don't know how the bird got it.
I mean, yours is pretty.
Wait, what was the plane? What was it like on the other side?
Lots of doors, and this one random person like with a food cart in the middle.
What?
I'm just too tempted by it. This sounds
I
too
know.
interesting. My character just in character is too interested in this. Like, okay, I want to go inside.
Wait,
This sounds
wait,
too
wait,
interesting.
wait. I have an idea that I hope does not wind up with me dead. Okay.
No
What
promises.
if, and it's just a thought, what if I wild shape into a similar bird and go in and try to get a fish?
Do you have a fly speed?
Yes.
Let me.
I think you're allowed to get a fly speed now, but you have to.
In my wild shape?
Yeah, it's in the wild shape rules.
Don't forget your speaking stone.
As an action.
You might want to check if speaking stones work across.
I have sending, and that works through planes. I don't
Oh.
think speaking stones do, but I'll check.
Oh wait, actually, wait. So I don't know if this would work. Let me check what I did with my.
Oh, you can fly now that you're 8th level. I just found it somewhere, so you can fly.
It said
Tony, it does not say on my thing if it does work through planes.
CR 1/2.
It probably doesn't then.
Oh yeah, 8. Okay, max CR 1. Yeah, I do have a flying speed.
Okay. Yeah, you can shapeshift into a hyacinth macaw and
And
waddle
if
through
I
the
do
wall.
sending, she can send back to me like she doesn't have to be able to speak to. Well, I guess you can't. You can do that with the sending stone too. But
Why is Lotus losing her mind?
I didn't know if you guys could hear that. I'm sorry. Lotus found a toy and is apparently very pleased with her catch.
Ah. Okay. So
The wild shape.
you have wild shaped and you are getting ready to go through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I tell her in about like 5 minutes I will I will cast sending and see what's going on.
All right. Shivani, I'm going to send you stuff in the chat privately. Zane, that means no looky.
Oh, okay.
Doggo. Are you gonna stand over there? Or you just
I'm just gonna stand awkwardly.
Come on, bring me the ball, you silly cat.
Zane, did you eat all the food you wanted to eat?
Come here. Say hi to everybody. They can all hear you.
Nice.
Hi, Lotus. Are you being annoying?
You alright over there?
It's a very like threatening cat.
Want to come say hi to all the people too?
You guys can say hi to my thing too.
What's your thing? Oh. Is that a Anakin drinking Yuling beer?
It's Anakin killing younglings.
Come here. Come here.
All right, now I can change it.
Thank you for that, Omar.
Oh. All right. I need you to. Oh, big ol' baby. Oh, yes.
Aw,
That
that's
puppy's
a big dog.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he just hit 60 pounds.
Jesus.
It's already as big as Luna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aspen's probably about 80, but she's already over a year old.
Well, that's a different species, so it's harder to compare those. Or breed.
Dog.
Breed,
Same
yeah.
Same, but different.
Same.
I mean, we do have cats, but I don't think any of our cats are 80 pounds.
Yeah.
I've seen 80-pound cats. They're big.
The bird needs to stop laughing. I got laughed back at by my bird. She thinks I'm funny.
Laura, you weren't here for this, but I told Tony that your clock looks like a beholder nutsack.
A beholder nutsack.
There's the eye in the middle, and then there's the, gonads beneath it.
Or that could be the eye up here. And
Nope,
the
that's
whole
the eye. You
No.
have to be further away, I think. I'm sorry. It got stuck in my head. Now I can't not see it.
You can't not see a nutsack. I'm going to see a nutsack now every time I look at that clock.
You're welcome. I look forward to hearing that the next time someone comes over, he can give them a tour and just be like, and this is my nutsack clock.
Oh, God.
Yes.
That clock. Nuts.
What other backgrounds do I have?
There's such a sweet boy.
So am I back out?
Yeah, you're back out now.
Nice. Do I wait, in Wild Shape, can I talk?
Um,
Well, after 5 minutes, I was going to do a sending spell if she wasn't out yet.
So
In sending, you don't have to talk. You can just do it mentally.
well, actually there's a bread in my mouth, so I cannot speak.
You can think it, is what I'm saying. You can do it mentally.
I feel like you didn't get the important part of that statement, Laura.
There's bread in her mouth. I got it.
Yeah. And she also kind of came through the portal in a little bit of a huff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so she's already out of the portal before I can even. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm apparently they do not like birds showing up for the third time.
Second time. So it was bird, dwarf. Dwarf had to pay for his fish, and then you came back as bird.
So what's going on over there? And magical shiny Boyd.
So it's I've finished my bread.
Important things.
It's I don't can I use an out of character explanation?
Yeah, you can.
It's like the Department of Mysteries where you walk in, there's a bunch of doors, but they don't scramble when the door shuts. So you walked in and the door shut behind you, but they don't scramble. And in the middle, there's a dude with a cart, and he was just like, I'm not giving you another fish. So obviously I played dumb because a bird would not understand that. And I just looked cute and wandered around. So he gave me bread and chewed me up.
All right. Well, do we want to go in there and try a bunch of random doors, or do we want to keep on our whirlwind shipping adventure?
I think we should just ignore this entire call to action.
Oh, it's not a call to action. It's just a random tangent.
I don't know. I feel like we're going to need these doors later because if I remember correctly, some DM told us something about these keystones aren't all on the same plane of existence.
I might have said that.
You might have said
Just
that.
marking it on the map and then coming back to it.
Putting it out there that we might need to use these doors.
I will say that it's going to be somewhat dependent on how well Zane can control his character and keep him from just jumping through the doorway anyway.
Yeah, I really want to go in there.
Zane, I need you to think really hard about what Lodhilly would do here.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
You know
there's
what?
a thing Lodhilly would do.
I think I.
Babe, stop.
I'm just gonna go in there.
I think Slap Trunk would go with him because he doesn't trust Lodhilly based on the amount of times he's had to resurrect and save him.
Okay, as you go in now, I'm gonna be like, pay him for the bread.
I'm going to go in just because I don't trust those two alone.
Fine, I'll also go in because I have to pay for my bread.
Yeah, we're all going in, but that doesn't mean we're going into one of the other doors. We're just going in.
It's food.
I'm going to not go in.
What,
You guys,
Henry?
most of these magic shiny things. I'm here with the ship and all the gold. Be fine.
All of the dwarves are going to stay with Henry.
But we could leave.
No.
We could.
Oh no, they're not. One's coming with me.
Okay. 2 of the dwarves are staying with Henry. 1 is going with Omar.
I thought we only had 2 total. Or did
You
we
have 3 total. Because 2 of them beat Henry in an arm wrestling contest.
And
That's
one of them is getting paid just shit wages to do what I say.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He did just come out with 2 extra gold. For
That's true. And a fish.
And
An extra planer fish at that.
Okay, so we're going in. We've got a plan who's going in.
Yeah, and I take a coin in my mouth.
Oh, wait, real quick, before we send them in, my dwarf is required to wear a Church of Slap Trunk shirt.
Okay.
Oh god.
All right, sorry, now we can go in.
Is it like just a like a white shirt with like a shitty print on it?
Oh, it's not even that. It was literally like a paint pen, like just Church of Slap Trunk.
I feel like actually it isn't. I don't think it's a shirt. I think you took one to capes, you cut a hole in it, and then you put it over him like a poncho.
That's way better. Like one of those old school, like medieval knights things where they just had it over the armor, but just shittier.
Yeah.
be a really crappily drawn like elephant happy face on the back.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh my god. This is devolving so much. So, as you guys get into the portal, you feel a rushing of wind, and then you land on a hard surface, and you feel a door slam shut behind you. As the last one of you arrives in this long 150-foot hallway, you hear an exasperated sigh, and an old elven man just kind of, with what seems like the last of his strength, yelling, "What the hell is this, Grand Central Station today?"
I'm gonna go up with the coin that I had put in my mouth and like give it to him for the bread.
What's this for?
The bread. Well, I can't talk. There's a coin in my mouth.
Oh, she's still.
Oh, you're
bird.
still bird. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
I poke my
I was
dwarf
like-
to,
I'm not gonna waste a wild shape. What? No. We're staying in this.
I poke my dwarf to introduce me as he was scripted to do.
I apologize, sir. This is my lordship, Sir Thwaptrunk. As you can see, he is the proprietor of the Church of Thwaptrunk. And he made these lovely garments for all of his followers to wear. I seem to be the only follower with him right now. Don't know what happened to the rest of them, or if there ever were others, but okay. Anyway, we would like to inquire as to what the fuck this place is.
Well done, sport.
Thank you, sir.
I flip him his daily pay.
Oh, thank you so much for my 5 silver, sir.
Oh, jeez.
I'll make sure not to spend it all on one drink. All right, so what exactly are you folks doing here?
I
We're
am going
passing
to
through.
go up and ask him, like, what is this place? Can you tell us more about who you are, what the doors are? We're just curious. Passerby.
Look, lady. I sell fish from a cart. Do I look like I know what this place is? I go through that door over there with a fishing rod. I catch fish. I come back. I put them on my cart. And occasionally, maybe once a century, somebody comes by and buys a fish.
Where are you from?
That doesn't seem like a very successful.
I don't
business plan.
remember. You know, it doesn't sound very successful, but you know what else? It's my life. I do what I want, and I don't need to catch sass from some cat.
They seems fishy to me.
Cat.
Have you been through any of the other doors?
Well,
Some
I went through one of the doors one time. I don't remember which door I came from, but I remember that door over there. Not a great door to go through, unless you like hot.
Interesting.
And he's pointing to like the third door down on the right-hand side from his cart.
I would like
Good
to.
album, that 3 doors down.
I
You
think
know-
somebody needs
Nice.
to note this. I don't have any pen or paper or anything like that. So
Unless anybody's watching me, I'm gonna open one of the doors and look inside.
Zane, roll me percentile dice.
Can I
Oh,
just
no.
scratch a marking onto the third door so we can recognize it?
Yeah, you can scratch a marking onto that one. Do you also want to scratch a marking onto the one that you went through?
That's a good idea. Yes.
36.
Okay, give me 1 second, Zane. He is gonna like yell at you for making a mark on the door, and then he's gonna think, "Hey, you know what? That's not such a bad idea. Probably should have marked all of them. That way we would know what door goes to where." See, this is why I just sell the fish.
This guy.
I would have called on sooner if you would have tried. God, there's so many fish puns you could. I wish I was there.
Holy mackerel!
All right.
You're dying. So Zane, actually, I need everyone other than Zane to roll a perception check,
Okay.
except
I'm
for Henry
not-
as well. Henry's not there.
Yeah, I'm not in there either.
Okay.
Okay, I got an 11 because I rolled a nat 3.
1 and 2, baby.
15.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Zane, I need you to roll a stealth check.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I gotta pull up my skills. I got an 18.
All right. Who rolled over an 18? So,
Alright.
Omar, you're the only one that watches as Lodhilly touches a door handle, and as soon as he turns and pulls, he gets sucked through the door.
Okay.
Zane, you rolled a 36?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta pull up some math. There's an
That's right.
algorithm that will determine where you end up.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. This is what happens. Multiverse. Where's the multiverse? There it is.
God, am I being transported to a random plane in the multiverse? Just
Yeah.
uniformly picked, selected plane in the multiverse?
Have you all
Yes.
not learned from the first campaign?
Jeez.
They have not.
I wasn't in it.
There are like 2
You know
good
better.
planes in the multiverse. Maybe like 4.
And you
Out of-
rolled below a 50. So
Are
what do
there
you
any
think the
planes
chances?
full of puppies?
If by puppies you mean hell dogs, yes.
I choose that one.
There's like
Hey, we beat some hellhounds before, so you know.
The astral sea would suck because it would just be stuck in a gray void for forever, and never aging or dying or starving. Just
But wait,
Lord.
there has to be a door to get back.
hopefully,
I mean, right behind you.
who knows?
That's assuming you don't suddenly get sucked like further away from the door than you were planning.
Or you know, end up on fire or something.
Yeah.
Or
I really wish I had selected Dimension Door.
And on this day, our wizard died from curiosity.
Says the guy who died 2 games ago.
Hey, I died from his curiosity. He wanted to learn how to set people on fire, and I indulged it. Kind of a problem.
No, you're right. You're right. Henry, are you still coming to KC at some point?
Yeah, whenever.
Okay.
I wanted to go this weekend, but I had to work, so I had some.
I kind of figured since you were in the same background as usual, so.
So
Yeah.
Zane,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing that you notice is a deafening thunderclap from above you. And you notice that you're currently standing on solid ground and looking out in all directions. You see nothing but lightning strikes and hear nothing but thunderclaps.
Is it like what's the pace of these lightning strikes and thunderclaps? Is it like is it like one every few seconds or like nearly constant?
Nearly constant. I'm going to say one every 250 milliseconds.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's really close.
And they're occurring all around you. There is no rain, though.
Wow. Well, that's rough.
But, like, you know how right after a thunderstorm you have the smell of ozone?
Mm-hmm.
That is just strong and permeating the air everywhere.
You know that causes brain damage.
But there is still a shimmer behind you.
There's a shimmer behind me. Is there anything, the ground that I'm standing on, is it like, does it extend outward? Like, or am I on like a floating thing?
You're on a floating, like, 10 by 10 foot square of some sort of solid mass.
Is there anything else besides the shimmering thing on this platform?
You.
Oh. Are there any other platforms that I can see?
Roll a perception check.
Damn. That is bad. That's 10.
Okay. So you can't see any, so you start to like walk closer to the edge of the platform to look around, and there's just nothingness below you.
Wow. That's crazy. I low-key kind of want to cast Arcane Eye again. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Arcane Eye, and you know what? It's probably really uncomfortable having all the thunderstorms and stuff. You know, I'm just gonna go back to the door. I'm like, it's not worth. Actually, you know what? How often do I get the chance to like explore a place like this? Yeah, I'm gonna cast Arcane Eye and try to explore as much of the area around me as possible in an hour, or until someone comes in and like taps my shoulder.
Okay. So, couple of things, Zane.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I think that's exactly what your character would do. So, good job. Second of all, your character probably doesn't know this, but you might know this. Weird things happen to magic outside of the material plane.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need you to roll another percentile check.
Oh, hell yeah. $44.
44? Okay. So you cast Arcane Eye. But a couple of things are a little bit strange. First, the eye is not invisible. You can see it.
Okay.
Second, it has a bunch of, one of those Tesla balls that you put your hand on and like the light and like the
Oh yeah.
electrical plasma will like come up to it. It has a bunch of those tendrils just going out in all directions. And after it finally fully materializes, all of the tendrils point towards you.
Mhm.
But you are able to see through it as normal. And as it moves further away from you, it kind of squids out.
Wow, that's super. This is super cool and trippy. I say that out loud as if, or something much like that, as if there's someone next to me. Yeah.
Looking in the camera like in the office. Dang, that's cool.
Maybe we should cut back to other people.
Okay. Yeah. So, your wizard has disappeared through a door. And apparently Omar is really playing up the Church of Thwap Trunk.
Would I be like,
His background.
will he be back?
Wait, I don't know if Omar would even tell everybody.
Omar, would you tell people that he disappeared?
Yeah. Once I realized that the guy's just selling fish, I kind of just give up on the Georgia slap trunk thing because, like, there's no money here.
He like sells one fish each century. He's got like no money. He basically does it for something to do.
Well,
I
you
offered
probably
him.
get the Church of Frap Trunk, right?
Can I offer him money to go get Lode Hilly?
So, what door did your friend go through?
Shit, we mark it?
I would say that you would remember which door he went through.
Okay.
And you would probably be smart enough to mark that one. If you were also smart enough to mark the other ones.
I would like to offer him also 5 silver.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can go in and try to get your friend. So he goes over to the door and he's like, "This one, right?" All right. And he starts to open it and gets sucked in. Lode Hilly, you now have a friend. It's the fish merchant. It's the fishmonger.
Hi!
Dang, sh-
Sorry, that was too loud. Hi!
Oh, I can barely hear you. It's so... What? Why is there so much lightning?
I know.
What did you do?
It's really uncomfortable. I didn't do anything.
He sees the arcane eye with the electrical tendrils floating out away from you. Did you do that?
Well,
Is that you?
That's totally unrelated.
that was your like,
No, I think it's really related. I think it
No,
has
no.
a lot to do with what's going on.
No. Trust me. It's all okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
And he like just grabs you by the arm and like starts leading you back towards the door.
No, I cast Misty Step to break his grip.
Okay. What's the minimum distance on Misty Step?
I mean, probably 5 feet. I think. I mean, I can pull it up, but that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, go ahead and pull it up because you might Misty Step off the edge.
That would suck. Teleport up to 30 feet to an
Okay.
unoccupied space you can see. I
Okay,
can just
so
teleport a foot away from, just like literally, just like 6 inches.
yeah, to break his grasp. That's fine. So yeah, so you're able to break his grasp with Misty Step, and he's like, "Fine, suit yourself. I got paid anyway." And he just like leaves you to your business.
But are the fish cooked? I ask him before he leaves.
Yes.
Could you bring one in? I'm pretty hungry.
No. You
Okay.
can come out like everyone else and get your own damn fish.
Okay. Sorry to insult you.
Gosh, it's like he thinks that I just do nothing but sell fish all day. I'm not just gonna come give you a fish. God. What is this? Uber Eats? This stream not brought to you by Uber Eats. All right. So, Henry and John, what are you guys doing?
Well, we don't have anything to do, so I don't know. John, do you got anything on your mind there?
I'd like to antagonize Henry with some like sleight of hand magic tricks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check for me, John, and Henry, roll a perception check.
Can I just be standing in the corner watching all this happen?
Hold on, Laura, they're in a different plane of existence than you are.
Oh, they're all in a different. Oh, because Henry. Okay.
Henry and
I
John
rolled a
stayed back.
14.
Yeah, I did it.
So, yeah, you are successfully able to do the sleight of hand tricks.
Henry believes I just pulled a quarter out of his ear.
I want to punch him.
Or a silver piece.
Yeah, that's on brand.
You can't take my money from me. I want to hit him.
Okay.
I sink into my shell.
I would recklessly attack him with my fist.
Okay.
I don't know what my defense is. I think I have like 19 armor when I'm in my shell.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think
it's
a
+2.
5.
All right, so
let me
unarmed
see.
strike. Does a 24 hit?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna hit. 17 normally, and if I withdraw, I go up to 21. So yeah, that's gonna get me.
5 damage.
Turtles when like the head sinks down.
Yeah, you can hide in your shell. That's an actual like documented ability.
Mhm.
All right, 5 bludgeoning damage.
I will not be exiting my shell for a little bit.
Fucking turtle.
You
Taking
see the
my
piece
money
of
from me?
silver fly out of like the head hole.
Oh, you pay me back now. Blah blah blah. Turtle man. I'm mad.
Okay. So, Omar, the fishmonger comes back out of the hole. It's like, well, your friend says he wants to stay. I don't know why the hell he wants to stay. Also, he said he wants me to deliver him a fish, and I told him he could shove it up his ass.
What'd you see in there?
Gigantic freaking lightning storm.
Okay.
Kind of scary. I don't recommend it. 0 out of 10. Would not visit again.
Can I like go up to this guy and just like ask him his name, where he's from, if he has a family?
I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. Fun fact, he does not remember his name or his family, but he's going to come up with an answer.
Aw.
Well,
like,
Zone of Truth means he can't lie.
He can't knowingly lie.
Yeah, that's right.
That doesn't mean he automatically knows.
He can't speak a deliberate lie.
Yeah. Let's see.
And he knows I'm doing it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. So, family? God, I've been in here for so long. I don't recall having a family. If I did, they're either long dead or they don't care. My name, I feel like it started with an M. Door. We'll just call me Door.
Which door did you come from?
I don't know.
What kind of fish do you offer?
Well, I offer the finest fish from whatever the hell you can get from that door that you've ever seen.
Is
From the
there,
door we came from?
No, it's the door to a different plane.
is there anything else worth notable in that plane?
Well, there's no gigantic lightning storms. It's also not hot as hell. Lots of water. Some islands.
I think we should go through that door.
I mean, it's kind of a nice place. Not gonna lie.
I'll give you 5 more silver to go through this door, and then I choose a door that no one's gone through yet.
Fine. Easy money.
Okay.
Why does this guy want gold money?
Don't ask questions. He just likes shiny things.
I remove 5 silver.
Bird.
So, Omar, I need you to roll percentile dice for me. Let's
Okay.
see where you just sent this poor old man.
Okay.
So ugly right now.
30.
30. Oh, that's
Oh,
not
wait.
very good either.
Damn it! I keep forgetting about my luck. Ugh. Oh well.
I think it doesn't. Isn't luck just a D20? It's not for percentile.
I don't know. I think it's just whatever your 2 rolls, but I could be wrong.
I don't remember. I haven't really looked at it because I have it too.
Nah, yeah, you're right. An attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw,
Mm.
an additional D20.
Okay. So he's gone for about 2 minutes, comes back from about his shoulders all the way down. He's just coated in mud. And he just looks at you and is like, fuck you. I am never going to get all this mud out.
Door, what did your dwarf eye see?
You want the dwarf to go through the same
no.
door?
No, I just asked him what he saw.
No, he said door.
That's the name of the guy.
Sorry, I thought you said dwarf.
I was doing a Legolas joke.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, mud. Lots and lots of mud. And crabs. Big freaking crabs. So, no, I didn't see a lot, and I saw too much.
Okay. I guess I mark a crab symbol on that door.
Very well. We're slowly figuring out what each of these doors go to. Like a deck of many things, eventually we're going to run out of good/mediocre ones.
I would like to go back outside and let our teammates know what the hell we're doing this whole time.
Okay. So, Henry, you see as Thwaptrunk returns from the portal, Thwaptrunk sees Krandak standing near Maturin, but Maturin has completely withdrawn into his shell, and you see what looks like a small dent in the shell.
I heal the shell?
I mean, it's not actually damage, but I will, it's not actually, well, no, I guess it would be injury. Yeah, okay. So the dent kind of goes away a little bit.
What are you doing? This turtle tried to steal money from me with his magic. Turtle magic.
All right, well, forget all that. Okay, so there's a series of doors where we're at, and each door leads to special things, but more importantly, I need one of you guys to go and get Lotilli. He's stuck in the closet.
Oh, Ron!
I mean, is there anything to fight in the closet?
I just know he's in the closet, and I'm pretty sure you guys will soon be too. Man,
Pretty
this is
sure he's a
crazy
gay fish.
shit.
I'm just
And
saying.
then I
Like,
pull out my whip.
why did you do it, Elephant Man?
What?
Why did you go get him?
I tried with money.
Oh, money. But you're the great flap trunk. You should be able to bring him back from the brink.
Cut the shit, Grandak. You know demo is all.
Hey, you cut the shit. You're supposed to be a god or something. Go do your thing, God flap trunk.
So you guys is everyone just gonna stay out here again at the boats?
I'm pretty content with what I got. See if the scroll comes out of a shell.
So is it just Grandak and Maturin out here?
And 2 of the dwarves, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, having let them know, I go back inside.
Okay.
Hey, dwarf guys, you want to do another arm wrestling competition on top of this turtle shell?
Only if you're willing to pay.
Hey, you.
Well, here, I bet you 2 gold I can beat your little pansy ass again.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll take that.
Roll it.
Whoop. Fuck. I didn't. That was 8. It's 8 again.
He slams your arm down, takes your 2 gold, and is like, easiest money I've ever made.
God damn it. I don't know how I rolled 4.
What?
or 3
You want
fours.
double or nothing?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I did not see another 4. Oh, fuck yeah. 23, baby.
24.
What? God damn it. All right. Well,
Oh, man. You have any other money you want to lose?
yeah, apparently. God damn, you're the strongest person I've ever met.
Yep. That's why they call me Slick Willie.
All right, there goes my gold. It's gone. Got him. Done with the situation. Go back to the interesting people.
Wait, did you want to go again or no?
No, I
And now
know.
you're flirting on top of John's character.
John, you just keep feeling Henry's arm go on your shell.
I'm just
Please tell me
pissy
you
right now because I got
turned
a
like Willie.
ability improvement score.
But you are fully healed, though.
I would have 1 more point in strength.
Tony,
What, Laura?
please tell me John's character heard the term Slick Willie come through his shell.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he can hear everything that's going on. So Zane, you're still in the in your super fun happy place.
Mhm.
Roll a perception check for your arcane eye.
I'm trying to think about whether to use one of my pre-rolled divination dice. No, I'm just going to try one roll as a normal roll. Oh, pretty good. Okay, 17.
Okay. So the eye is able to see a little bit more than you could. Every 150 feet or so, there's a little 10 by 10 black platform, kind of floating on nothing. Underneath the platforms is actually more lightning striking down, almost like roots rooting the platform to some unseen foundation. Out, as you look further out into the distance with the arcane eye, it has true sight, right?
Not well. It can see in. Wait, actually, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Then it doesn't see that then. So, nope. That's all you see.
Okay.
Although there are out in the distance a few tornadoes.
Oh, that's kind of cool, but also kind of scary. Are they like giant tornadoes, or like?
They are about a mile wide, so pretty decent.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like I've like pretty much seen a lot of what I'm gonna see here. So yeah, I'm gonna head back to the portal.
Okay. As you step through the portal, you hear a very loud roar coming from the darkness. Like some massive beast that just thought that it caught wind of its next meal. And just like that, you're back into the Hall of Doors.
Can I make? Is there any kind of check I could make to see if I might have some understanding of what that might have been? Like if that might have just been totally in my head, or
I will give you a chance to see if you just hallucinated it with an intelligence check.
okay. That would be 17.
So it was definitely a real roar, but you have no idea what it could have been from.
Okay. Well, that was spooky.
But you're back with all of your buddies. The fishmonger.
Hey,
Make a
guys.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's reasonable. Ugh. Oh, that is 5.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
You watch as the fishmonger sees you come through the door and just chucks a fish right at you. Here's your freaking fish! And it just slaps you right in the chest. No damage or anything, but here's your freaking fish.
Oh, that's pretty humiliating. Thanks.
That'll be a gold piece, please.
I throw him a whole gold for a fish.
Yeah. These are interplanar fish. I don't know what you expected. Lucky it's only a gold. Can't get these on whatever plane you're from.
Does he have anything that's odd, or do they just look like normal fish?
I mean, make a nature check.
Right, I will try. I am going to inspire myself one more time.
You got to be close to out.
27.
27. Aside from the fact that they seem unnaturally healthy and vibrant, there doesn't seem to be anything weird about them.
Laura,
They're
did you
super
just
healthy,
inspire?
happy fish.
What, Omar?
Laura, did you just inspire yourself as a cat to take a look at a fish?
Yes, you did.
Wow.
It was very inspiring.
Yeah. I'm interested in fish. What can I say? Are they like weirdly vibrant? Is it like, you know how when you catch a fish and they lose their color because they're dead? Is it like weirdly vibrant, like they're still alive almost, but they're dead?
No. They're clearly dead.
They're just healthy looking.
Yeah. The paladin can tell that this old guy basically once a day casts gentle repose on all of these fish, just to keep them fresh.
So these fish could be like 300 years old.
Yeah. But you know what? They basically just caught yesterday. Fresh fish.
And on that day, our team got food poisoning and died.
I would like to send my assistant through another door.
All right, roll another percentile die. You're going to lose your guy.
Wait, how many doors do we know about, and how many doors are there?
Let's see. We know the crab door. We know the fish door.
We
Fire
know
know
door.
the
Lightning
the
door.
hot door, and we know the storm door.
And the
As well as the
entrance
door.
Main door.
Yeah.
was that 5?
Yeah,
Oh,
5 of 30.
30?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought there were only 6 doors.
I don't know why you thought there were only 6 doors either.
Do all the doors look the same?
Yeah, except for the ones you've marked.
Okay. Yeah, I sent them through.
All right, roll a
Percentile.
percentile die for me.
With can I do luck or nah? No.
You can, but I don't know what good it would do.
Okay, I'll just do regular roll.
You don't need no luck.
Oh my god. The last one was 30. This one was 29.
All right. So,
Hey, Tony, before we get too much further into this one, how long are we going to go? Because
I was
I
gonna call
probably
it.
need to step off soon here.
I was gonna call it soon.
Okay.
Actually, I'll say that this last door that Omar's guy went through will be the last thing we do tonight.
Okay.
So, Omar, did you want to keep your guy, or were you just kind of expecting him to die?
I'm like 50-50 because I mean, I'm paying him half a gold a day.
Okay.
But I like to keep followers. Ideally, not have assets fall on them all.
Oh, it's not acid.
I meant the previous followers.
Oh, hold on. Let me
Ow.
check something. I want to see if he goes to a slightly better place than the place that I thought. He does. So, he disappears. He's gone 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Can I cast sending after about like 10 minutes?
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Can you give us an update? Do you need help? Is everything okay? Is it safe over there? What's going on? Basically, because I know that I only have like 25 word limit,
Okay.
and I'll add. You don't have to speak. You can think what you need to say.
All right. About 1/256th of a second goes by, and you get this answer. Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at that point, the door opens, and it's not your dwarf. It is. Let me pull up a picture of it.
Ow. What bites?
Come on. Come on. You can do it. I have faith in you. This.
Oh, it's Mike Wazowski.
Oh,
It's a mechanical gnome.
you guys are interesting.
Kind of interesting.
Greetings.
Cool.
But I did send to the dwarf, right? The way
Yeah.
How many are there of these guys?
Just this one.
Oh,
Is there a
is
knowledge check I could make?
Yeah,
there-
make an
mono?
Arcana check.
This a
Okay.
mono one?
Yeah, this is the mono one.
I'm going to use my divination on this because I really want my character to know this well. So
Okay.
I'm going to take my pre-rolled 16 to get a 23.
Okay.
Wait, no,
This.
sorry. 24. Not that.
Ow.
So this little guy is something called a monodrone. It is the most basic unit of construct from the plane of Mechanus, which is the ultimate plane of law. What happened was your dwarf, who is pretty lawful before he went in. Kind of got his consciousness absorbed into this monodrone. He can only reply in basic one-word answers with an absolute value. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. If you ask multiple questions, it will answer the first one. It cannot process the logical steps to answer further questions.
Hmm.
That's Tara. Black Mirror. Where
Which
she's
Yes.
like teddy bear,
Dwarf?
the
Yeah.
museum episode.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Yikes.
Dwarf, is that you?
Yes.
Someone mark that door.
Oh, we're definitely marking that door.
Fuck that door. Do, do you feel okay?
No.
Oh,
Aw.
Are you still strong?
You're not in there.
He's never
No.
strong.
Do you know if there's a way to change you back?
No.
Are you sad?
Does not compute.
oh.
Wait, can I like? Is there something I can roll for? This isn't like nature, right? What would I roll?
Mechanism?
Answer not a number.
Can I? Oh, what the hell do you roll for this?
Tinkering?
Is that a thing?
Oh.
What would tinkering fall under?
Oh.
Oh.
Uh,
Is it?
it's not Arcana. I would have to look
history?
into this a little bit more deeply to figure out exactly what
Okay,
you.
so he wants to end it.
Yeah, I kind of want to ask him that too, but I want to understand more what it is before I ask.
Well, hold on. You're not killing my guy.
No.
Can I roll like insight as to what I like to figure
Yes,
out?
you can roll insight.
Wait,
Roll a natural one.
What were
Can
you
I
trying
roll
to figure
insight?
out?
I was trying to figure out anything. I was
Oh, I got a nat 20.
On insight?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a logical question, he has logical answers. Emotions cannot be calculated, so that's difficult. However, at least he is still alive.
ish.
Yeah.
Is he definitely like the same being, or is it that being is dead and this is a new being?
This is him. He's just
I was
been.
saying that I did send sending, and sending goes to the person. If they were dead, it wouldn't send to them.
Is your soul contained in this body?
Do
Yes.
I still need to pay you 5 silver a day?
Yes. That was our
Boo.
contract.
Well done, dude. Standing up for yourself.
Omar, did you just lower the price that you're paying him per day?
No, that's what he was paying him before.
Do you have
Okay.
Do you have any desire other than to serve Thraptrunk?
No.
Works for me. Go to this next door.
Okay.
All right, that's what we're calling it for the night. But
Not
Bribe
going any
anything.
doors ever.
No more
Except
doors.
to go home.
No more doors.
But this could be really useful to have. We have these marked, right?
so far,
I'm also going to write this down on a piece of paper. like
Okay.
note out the doors that we went through.
And none of these are the fish door, right? The door he goes to fish in.
Correct.
Okay.
Although we did mark that door.
All doors have been marked that have been visited.
I'm kind of worried about going. Yeah, let's just go back home.
Let's just go home. We'll mark it home and go through.
All right. On that note, I'm going to stop the recording